Have you ever worked on a collaborative project and felt like you were doing all the work? If you're here, you may have a research paper or homework assignment with the term social loafing. But don't worry, after seeing this video, you should have a thorough grasp of what social loafing is, how it works, and what precise steps you can take to prevent it. So what is social loafing? Social loafing happens when an individual works less hard in a group than they would if they were working alone. Maximilian Ringelmann discovered it in 1913, when he observed that collective pulling power in a tug-of-war game was smaller than the sum of individual powers. In reality, as the number of participants in the tug-of-war game increased, the average contribution declined. This pattern shows that members put forth less effort as the group size increases. This viewpoint undermines the notion that putting people in teams motivates them to perform harder. This has the potential to induce palpitations throughout a human resources team. This, however, is only half the truth, as I'll demonstrate in the remainder of this video. So let's go over some instances quickly so you can gain a better understanding of it. Here's a brief example: tug-of-war, group school projects, and an entertainment asking the crowd to yell are all forms of social loafing. Because as more people join the group, the overall group effort decreases. So tug-of-war is an excellent example because it is where Maximilian Ringelmann discovered it. He observed that as the number of individuals in a tug-of-war game increased, the amount of pressure did not scale perfectly. In fact, as the number of individuals increased, each individual worked less. Group homework projects are another excellent example. We've all seen the meme in which one student does all the work while the others receive the grade. Those that do not contribute to the effort are considered social loafers. Have you ever been to a performance or event when the main speaker urges the crowd to stand up, yell something, or clap? This is an ideal area for social loafing. A speaker may even say, "That wasn't loud enough." Surprisingly, the same behavior happens during tug-of-war. As more people join the gathering, they are less likely to participate in whatever the speaker asks them to do. So after the examples, let's look at the psychology of social loafing. What causes it? Team members begin social loafing when they believe they will not achieve anything and hence conclude that their involvement is optional. So here are the two main factors psychologists have discovered that contribute to social loafing. The first one is a loss of personal responsibility. Ringelmann's experiment with a tug-of-war team demonstrated how personal responsibility appears to dissipate as team size increases. The top sports team coaches achieve incredible outcomes by keeping their team together and motivating individual players, as well as the entire squad. It is also critical for these coaches to understand their team's demands so that whenever they require space, they can provide it to allow each player to let off steam. The second cause of social loafing is a lack of belief in the worth of one's contributions. So, if a team member believes their contribution will be insignificant, particularly in a much larger team context, they may decide to back off and enjoy the ride at the expense of the other members of the team. This is one of the primary reasons why many of us don't volunteer for projects or take on leadership roles. We really don't think we have anything to contribute. It's also possibly why half of the American population does not vote in presidential elections. In many circumstances, the person who is loafing may be unaware of it. I'd also want to add another frequent feature: the split of members into in-groups and out-groups. This is typical for school tasks, but I believe it can be found anywhere in the world today. In the final half of this video, I'd like to share some strategies for managing social loafing with a little incentive. So there are 3 strategies to move a group in the proper direction. These tactics include collaboration, content, and choice. And while it may sound strange, psychologists have devised this solution. This concept appears to encourage a collaborative dynamic, making it a healthier alternative to increasing rivalry. It's vital to remember that this works best during group practices. So the first one is collaboration, which means that each team member has a specific meaningful task. For example, the worst social loafer can be assigned to keep meeting minutes and distribute them so that they have no place to hide, so to speak. The idea here is to have each member of your group accomplish something, and if they don't, hold them accountable. Second, we have substance. which refers to the significance of a team member's role and how well it matches their personal characteristics. For example, a person who enjoys socializing could be an excellent leader for a brainstorming session, and assigning duties based on each person's skill set is a terrific motivator. It allows each individual a chance to shine. Finally, we have choices. Choice is equally essential because it confers ownership on the person making the decision. Excessive social loafing will be less appealing to them because they will have more pressing responsibilities. Essentially, the third option allows each person to choose what they wish to accomplish. So, in essence, cooperation is keeping everyone accountable. Content is allowing individuals to do what they do best, and choice is allowing them to do whatever they want. To summarize, regulating social loafing aims to improve the soft, non-task aspects of group functioning. Collaboration, content, and choice, as I previously discussed, give an excellent framework for group leaders to manage. I believe that merely recalling one of these can help someone handle social loafing. However, groups should self-optimize from the bottom up rather than being driven from the top. This means that teams function far better when each individual member is motivated to do what they want, how they want, rather than having one person at the top instructing them what to do. I hope this brief video on social loafing has helped you understand why it works and how to manage it, especially if you've been doing all of the work. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?